I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back / welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm always doing this as I start. Anyway, so today I'll be doing a special kind of video, something that I've never done before. So today will be a special kind of video. It's New Year's Eve, and today I want to go into the new year with something different. I'm going to be talking about God today. So yeah, I'm going to be doing my video and I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and as I do this I'm just going to talk about my thoughts, my feelings, and basically touch upon certain things that I want to get out. Firstly, I just want to say that this Dove Nourishing body lotion, I feel like it's great for your skin. It's really hydrating. Like, I don't have any hydrating face products right now, but this is a really good product. I love it. It just makes my face feel hydrated, like really hydrated. Like, I just want to say that we're going to focus on the positive things, not the negative things, because that's not the energy that I'm trying to give out here. I'm just trying to people that want to walk in this light, just want to share my experiences and, you know, talk about it, because it's really important in our lives, and we really need to acknowledge him, you know, because like it's that important. Alright, so first I want to say that God is a really important person, someone that we should really keep in our lives every day, because, you know, you never know what will happen, you never know the circumstances, and honestly, to get through this life you really need faith in God, because God is the one that really gives us our strength. You know, he's the one that really keeps us going when we feel like we want to give up, and when we feel like, you know, there's no way out. For over a year now, I've been going through a lot of struggles. You know, I want my own independency. I want to be able to be independent, have my own place, my own things, and it's been a really struggling year, you know. Like, I've been trying so hard not to show my emotions, not to like let it get the best of me, but it was a really struggling year, and I feel like I really need to like be honest about that one. So from 2017 to 2018, everything bad is happening. Like, it seems like everything bad is happening, everything is going wrong. I was so stressed out, I was so depressed, I was angry, I was filled with so much different emotions, and then on top of that, not only was my life in shambles, but I lost people. Like, I lost people to the afterlife, okay? I lost people that were important to me, and honestly, stressing about my own life and everything that's going on, and then losing people again. Honestly, I think I'm stronger than I actually thought I was, to be honest, you know, because I thought I would have actually had a breakdown already, but the truth is I was really stressed out and I was really sad for a long time. And so yeah, I was really sad for a long time and everything, you know. So at one point, it reached this point where I feel like praying to God wasn't helping me, honestly. Like, I felt like praying to God was a waste of time. I didn't want to do it anymore. I felt like, it's like I tried to get help. Like, I was trying to do this appeal for something really important, and I was trying to get help everywhere that I could. I went to offices, I talked to people, I sent letters, I did so many different things. And it was like throughout the entire year, like each time throughout the year I just kept getting no. And imagine going through something for an entire year and you keep getting no matter what you do, no matter what you try, you get no, and you know that the answer should be yes, but you're getting no. And I was so frustrated, honestly. I went to offices, I went to places, I wrote letters, I cried. You know, honestly, I was really stressed out, and it reached a point, I think around October or September, I reached a point in my life where I felt like God wasn't helping me. You know, I stopped praying. I stopped praying for some weeks. And the reason why I stopped praying is I feel like, you know, every time I prayed, something bad happened, you know. So maybe if I stop praying, then my life will get better, you know. I feel like my life will, you know, start turn around if I stop praying, you know. And I stopped praying, you know, and everything was like fine for a while. And then I stopped praying, hoping for a different response. I said, you know what, if I don't pray and I do this, if I don't pray and I write a letter to this person, probably I will get it this time. Probably it will be a yes. And I wrote the letter and I still got a no. I still got a no. And I was like, alright then, this. And then I was like, you know, I'm just so fed up. And then, like, even after getting no altogether, I just had no motivation to pray anymore. I was just like done, you know. And my mom one day, she was in the bathroom with me, and you know, she asked me, are you praying? And I was like, totally. I couldn't lie, you know. I just had to be honest. After she asked me, why aren't you praying, you know, I was honest with her and I told her, everything bad is happening. It's like every time I pray, something bad happens, you know. And she was like, you shouldn't give up, you shouldn't stop praying, you know, because every time you pray and something bad happens, it's sometimes the devil is in your life to motivate you to stop praying, because you feel like every time something bad happens, you stop praying. So he's trying to provoke you for you to stop praying, because you're close to your blessing, you're close to your deliverance, you're close to your breakthrough, you're close to something great to happen into your life. It might not be tomorrow, but maybe it's a month away or 2 months away. It's close by. If you just keep praying, you'll get it. But when he knows that your blessing is coming, you know, he try to jump into your life and he try to obstruct you and try to make you feel like, you know, your prayer is not going anywhere, you know. And that's what my mom told me. And it made absolute sense, you know. It made absolute sense. But even after that, I was not praying. Like, I was praying, like, before all of this, I was praying like 3 times a day, you know. When I wake up, during the day, and before I go to bed at night. I was praying 3 times a day because it was really important in my household with my mom and my sister that we prayed 3 times a day, you know. And sometimes we all pray like 4 times, because we feel like for you to be on the good side, for you to be on God's side and to really have a breakthrough in your life, you really need to pray to God and be consistent. You have to have it like a job. You can't just do it when you feel like it, you know. You have to make God a priority, not a choice. So after that, I still wasn't doing it, you know. I was so lost, I was so demotivated, I was just like tired. I feel like it wasn't going to work. And then one day I was on the train coming back from school, you know. I was coming back from school and I was thinking, and I was saying, like, if I don't pray to God, you know, if I don't pray to God, what is my purpose? What am I doing? Because my purpose here on earth is not to grow old, work all my life, party, do drugs, and do all those things. Like, I was brought here for a specific purpose. And what is my purpose? Am I here to just live, or am I here to serve God and live my life as well? So I was like, if I'm not praying to God, if I'm not with God, what am I doing, you know? And I was like, it's good or bad, evil and good, the devil and Jesus, or God, or Jehovah. So if I'm not praying to God, then, you know, I must be going to some other side. I must be going to some bad side, you know. So after that, you know, I was really thinking about and saying, you know, my mom is right. I'm going to start praying. And I started praying again, you know. It didn't happen instantaneously, but I started praying more and more. And then I started having faith all over again, you know. I started saying, you know, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to worry. It doesn't matter how long it takes. God is going to help me eventually, you know, because God timing is perfect. Like, you never know when he's going to do it, but you know he's going to do it if you consistently pray, because it's like a law. It's like a law. Like, if you continue to be positive and if you continue to put God in your life, trust me, eventually you're going to get what you want. Alright, and I don't want to tell you that you won't mess up, you know, you won't do something that, you know, you shouldn't do. But the truth is, God is like a parent to us, you know, like you have parents, you stress them out, you do all these bad things and you make them worry, you make them angry, and at the end of the day they forgive you and they still take you back because they love you. And you know it doesn't matter what the situation is, they always have hope that, you know, maybe you will change or maybe something good will happen and you will stop doing what you're doing, you know. But if you don't see God like that, you know, if you don't see God like that, you might have a hard time understanding what God is about and his purpose in your life, you know. So you need to have God like a parent, you know. You need to give him a chance in your life as a parent. And you gotta trust that you're gonna mess up because we're human beings and we are full of limitations. We're full of limitations. We're not perfect like God is. So we're gonna, you know, we're gonna mess up, you know. But at the end of the day, we need to just realize that I messed up. It's okay to mess up, and you need to just ask God for forgiveness. Say, God, I know what I did that was wrong. I know I should have done something else, but I did the wrong thing, and I'm just asking you to just forgive me and to just understand that I'm a mere human being with limitations and I'm not perfect, and I just want you to know that I love you and you are the center of my world, and I just want to live my life through you, Lord. You know, you just gotta talk to God like a real person. I feel like if you really want to make a connection with God, you just gotta seem like a real person, like you know him, you know, like come up with a image, a scenario in your head where you're talking to him like a real person, you know, like, or a voice of God. Talk to him like you know him, like you know that this is a person that you serve, this is a person that you love, and you live your life through him. Trust me, if you have God like a real person and not just a being, you know, if you really level with him like a parent level, trust me, you feel so comfortable talking to God. Like sometimes I talk to God, like I just say, God, I know I'm not perfect, I'm so sorry. You know, you just treat him like a person that you know, and that's what God wants, you know. God doesn't want you to be afraid of him. And sometimes like before, my prayers were weak. Like my prayers were super weak. I didn't know what to say, you know. I would just start a little bit and then I'd finish in no time. But you see, if you pray more and more over time, you find out that it's really easy for you to talk to God. You find out that it's really easy for you to explain yourself and to, you know, to really talk to him. You know, at first you'll be like, you know, thank you for the food, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for making me go to school. But after a while, you start saying like, God, I'll call upon you in the name of Jesus to come into my life, to bring me blessings and joy. Thank you so much for all that you've done. Thank you for all the things that you've made possible in my life. Forgive me, Lord, of my sins, my transgressions, and all things that I've done before you, Lord God. I ask for your forgiveness. Trust me, if you start off small, then you'll definitely make your way into it. But you gotta see God like a priority. You can't just see him as someone that you ask for something when you feel like it. You know, you have to really talk to God like someone you talk to every day, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or someone that is important to your parents, someone that you talk to all the time, you know. So you can't see God as someone that, you know, I talk to him sometimes, you know. So you have to really build that relationship, and he's waiting to have a really good relationship with people, you know. So alright, so what else I want to say is that yes, you have to really build a positive connection with God, because that's the only way really that you can receive salvation, you know. Seem like a person, don't seem like an obstacle or a thing, you know. So, and going into this new year, I feel like we need God more than ever. There's so many bad things going on, so many things that's taking place. We're losing people to so many diseases. We're losing people to war and crime. And it's really important for us to understand that only God can give us freedom and salvation and can really give us peace, you know. So I feel like it's really important that we put God first in our lives. I'm telling you. And a lot of the times we're stressed out. A lot of people are stressed out and, you know, they have no faith. But, you know, God brings you faith, and every time you're stressed, you feel like if you call upon God, if you talk to God about it, you know, everything will be fine. And I think that's something that people really need to practice. Like, really need to practice. One of the YouTubers that I really want to call out, and like I've never called out a YouTuber ever on any of my videos, because, you know, I just know, like, I've thought about it, like getting inspired and so on, but I never really done it before. But one of the YouTubers that I really want to call out and really want to thank for everything that they've been doing, and, you know, she is a person that does makeup and she do other things, that she try to hook up girls of color, you know, with makeup and all those things. One of those persons that I really want to call out is Kimberly. Kimberly is one of the most positive persons, absolutely positive persons on YouTube right now. And I just love when she talks about God, you know. She's so passionate about it, and she really explains herself, and she really gives you a good feeling, you know, and it makes you wanna listen to God and pray. Like, she's like, Rose could make a video about a cardboard box and I watch, because she has such a good energy, and every time she talks about God, she makes me feel really happy. And, you know, I love watching her videos. Like, I've always loved watching Kimberly's videos. Like, before she was gone for like a long time, you know, and every now and again I would go over to her page and see if she uploaded something, and I'm like, I can't believe she's not uploading anything, you know. And then, you know, every now and again I'd check to see if she posted something, and then she finally posted, and I was so happy, and I just keep watching her videos all the time. So absolutely, I'd say that Kimberly is one of the most positive people on YouTube to watch, and she makes me really proud, and she makes me feel really comfortable to sit here today and to talk about God like this, like, honestly. So all I'm saying for 2019 is bring God in 2019. There's so many things happening right now in the world, and we need God more than ever. Like, it's tragic. Like, in 2019, we need to bring in prayer and God with us for the new year, for blessings, for prosperity, for good things to happen. Everything that we've wanted before and we didn't get, we need to really bring prayer and positivity in the new year, honestly. And that's something I'm going to do. You know, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to worry this year, no matter what the situation is. And no matter what, we should never choose materialistic things over God. I kind of did that, you know. I was in this point where I really was hoping for my own personal independence, and I was so stressed out that I stopped praying to God. And when I think about it, it's not worth it, you know. There's always a way out. Like, no matter what the situation is, there's always another way, the right way as well, not the bad way. And we should also consider God in our lives like the wind. And the wind is a perfect thing that I'll never stop using. I never stop using that example. Because God is like the wind, you know. You don't see him, you can't touch him, but you feel him. And his presence is in our lives, but we just can't see it, you know. So quite frankly, God is like this being in our lives that we can't see him, we can't touch him like the wind, but of course he's there and he's listening to us and he knows what's going on. So I just want to implore every single person that bring God with you. You know, it costs nothing. It costs Absolutely nothing. We pay attention to parties, we pay attention to all these things that are of no benefit to us. But why can't we just pay attention to God this year? Okay, I implore everyone to pay attention to God this year, because we need him. Like, we really need him. Alright, so my makeup is halfway about done, like more than halfway. Like it's basically done. I don't really have anything to do right now where my makeup is concerned, but and another thing I finally want to end up on is that you probably feel like your life is just messy and you don't want to continue in your life anymore. But you see, once you have faith in God, God give you the strength that it doesn't matter how bad the situation is right now, things are going to turn around, you know. Things are going to change. And I feel like once we acknowledge that as well, that with God things are going to change and there's going to be great things, then I think we'll be alright. Honestly, I really think we'll be alright. Acknowledge him. If you leave him behind and you feel like, you know, you don't need him, then I feel like that's a problem, honestly. But on a positive note, I just want to say that I really think that for 2019, it's time for us to change our game and bring God in the picture. Stop running from him. And I think we'll be having a long, fruitful, happy, positive life. Yeah, so I'm just going to take off this now. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked this makeup, if you guys like this hair, don't forget to give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, so tell me guys what your 2019 resolutions will be. Tell me about your struggles that you've had in 2018, and tell me about what you plan to do about those struggles. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hey.